Okay, everybody, happy Memorial Day. Thank you for all the people, all our vets who have served in the military. Anybody who served in the military in any form or capacity, thank you. Thank you for your service. Um, for everybody who has the days off of work, I hope you're enjoying it. Uh, let's talk about King and Queen of the Ring before tonight's Monday Night Raw. Welcome to the franchise. And today we'll be doing our King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring coverage just before Monday Night Raw happens. We're a few hours before that, 5:30. Let's just jump right into it. So Gunther is our King of the Ring. Saturday in Saudi Arabia. Great crowd, by the way. Definitely ruling out those stereotypes. They're definitely showing us why they're a really good place that we should be trying to give more opportunities and give more to often. Gunther is your King of the Ring, and we'll get into Queen of the Ring in a minute. But let's talk about what this means for the King General. Gunther now has a title shot. That was a stipulation. If you win Queen or King of the Ring, you now have a title shot at SummerSlam. It's kind of like the Royal Rumble for SummerSlam, and I like it. I think it should be an every year thing. I think it gives chances for legends like Randy Orton to run it back. But times like this is where it can be used to catapult a new superstar. And Gunther is that. He is a dominant force in the business. He can clearly be a draw. I think he is a draw. And we want to see more of Gunther. He can perform well in the ring. And him and Randy Orton put on a classic at King of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. Now, the question is, what do we do for him at this moment? So, I have a few ideas. And one, we want to start seeing just the tension from this point forward, from this Raw that's going to happen forward. We want to see tension start to slowly build up between Gunther, between Damian Priest, and even, if necessary, Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre has to win eventually. However, Clash of the Castle is coming up, and I can definitely see Damian Priest getting a win over Drew McIntyre due to the CM Punk interference. I could definitely see that. And I want it to be done in a way, executed in a way where it makes Damian Priest still look pretty strong, but clearly shows the gap in between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Just a great pay-per-view. Before we get into more of that, just a great pay-per-view. I don't think there was a bad match. Maybe we can talk about the ending to the Cody match and Logan Paul match and how it was kind of iffy with celebrity interference or whatnot. But just a great pay-per-view. But that brings us to the question of, when should Drew McIntyre win the title? And I think Drew McIntyre should win the title after. I want him to defeat Gunther, but I don't know if I want him to defeat Gunther. I might want him to cheat to defeat Gunther. I think that might be how I would put the title on Drew McIntyre. I think he just is like, you know what? I've been playing clean this entire time. I'm just going to go out and do it my own way and really start pushing this. I don't know if you can make Gunther into a face, but I mean, heel versus heel has worked. I think Drew McIntyre just cheats to beat Gunther after Gunther beats Damian Priest at SummerSlam. That's how I predicted. I have CM Punk costing Drew McIntyre the title at Clash of the Castle. I have Gunther beating Damian Priest at SummerSlam, and in the weeks, or maybe we can have a triple threat between CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Gunther. I don't know. I don't know when you put the title on Drew again. But obviously they still want to put the title on CM Punk. But that also leaves us a lot of room in terms of who should Gunther feud with throughout his title run. Is it just going to be CM Punk? Is it just going to be Drew McIntyre? They obviously hinted at Cody Rhodes. I really don't want a double champion again. But again, the possibility is there. I think, if anything, recently WWE has showed us that they are willing to try and test stuff and also test things again and do it better. King of the Ring is quite literally one of those things. So I'm not a fan of the double champion, at least right now, because we just got this title. But I don't want to say it's 100% not a possibility. And that brings us to Nia Jax being our Queen of the Ring. And I'm gonna be honest, I have her beating Bayley, but there was one person that people were very disappointed by not seeing go further and potentially not even winning, and that's Tiffany Stratton. And I'm not saying that you have her win the title just yet, but I think you definitely want her to clearly be involved in the main event scene. And I think Tiffany Stratton costing Bayley the title at SummerSlam is a perfect way to actually kind of get her some heel hate. Because right now she's kind of like liked by the crowd. The crowd likes Tiffany Stratton. I feel like having her mess up Bayley definitely would put her in some kind of heel light. That's what you want to do. I think that's what you want to do. That's what you want to aim for. Nia Jax, well-deserving Queen of the Ring. And I think she will be a dominant champion, which means that whoever beats and takes off Nia Jax from the top of the mountain, same thing with Gunther, they are going to be looked at as a threat. And that's what you always want. You always want the champion after the champion to feel like a champion, if that makes sense. You want that consistency and power being transferred. And I think that's their reason on why they waited for Liv Morgan and whatnot to win the title off of Becky. But I mean, that's some stuff that they can do. I'm sorry if y'all hear some noise in the background. You know, it's Memorial Day, families out here. But that's gonna wrap it up. Let me know what you all think about Tiffany Stratton, that idea that I had, or what you guys think about Gunther and Nia Jax being our King and Queen of the Ring.